Okay, this game is called Perfect Love. It is, the itch.io page says, if no one could give you the love you craved, then you could create someone who would. Wouldn't that be fun? You were always obsessed with a specific love, no one advertised in romance novels or movies, but a love that consumes and corrupts, one of obsession and possession. No matter what you did, you could never find it. So you decided, why not make this perfect love instead? A game that was supposed to be made for the Yandere Jam 2023. Oh, this is a recent game. This is like a year ago. But I didn't have enough time to finish. So now it will be submitted for the Stained Red Yandere Jam. I didn't know that you could submit games that late. I thought that you had to start and finish within the set amount, like the set parameters of the jam. But I don't know. I guess you can. There was nothing more you wanted than a perfect love. You tried time and time again to find this love, but it was all for naught. No one was close enough to this perfect love you created, so you decided, why not make them instead? While walking around on campus, you noticed someone being bullied. Milo Change, a student in one of the classes that you attended. Meek, obedient, gullible, and most importantly, seemed to have a crush on you. Don't worry, Milo. You'll be made into what you were meant to be. And then they have an image of Milo Change, and it says, a shy college student who is in one of your classes. You see him getting bullied one day from one of the other students there, and you decide that he will be your perfect love. His hobbies are knitting, crocheting, and needlework. He likes bunnies, being loved. He dislikes being bullied, and insects. Features a customizable MC, name and pronoun, customizable nickname for you and Milo, one love interest that can be changed into two different yandere forms, choices that not only change the appearance and personality of Milo, but of the game UI itself. Nice, haunting music, grayscale color scheme, line boil animation, I don't know what that is, 8 endings and 1 true ending, 100 plus mini CGs, 8 CGs and a CG gallery, Easter eggs to other yandere visual novels and characters through both naming the MC and choosing their nickname. Milo and Co make, I saw the Co and I read Crawl. Milo and Co make cute noises thematic to their characters. You get to be mean and evil in their hidden secrets. Okay, cool. The triggers for this game are on screen. Bullying, blood, manipulation, violence, drugs and drugging, toxic relationships, cruel MC, blackmail, yandere behaviors, and more. To see a full list of triggers, that is all of them. Oh, there's a click to see more, but I assume this is spoilers. I'm gonna be real with you, I am okay with games that make me the victim, but I really don't like being the perpetrator. I really don't like being the one inflicting the pain. It can be very effective at like pulling out the emotion and the bad feeling, the shock value, but I don't like when I'm like the abuser in games, you know what I mean? So, whatever, let's play it, right? For a while, oh, you can still see the edge. Hold on one second. Let me fix that. Good? Let's see. Good enough. For a while, you were obsessed with the idea of a specific love. Not the type that was advertised in romance books or romantic movies. Not the type that grows together, that supports each other. The type that others envy. You wanted the type that corrodes and suffocates. The type, oh, is this me? The type that held on to you, clinging, begging to be loved. Who could only think about you, to only have you, whatever the cost. You had dated countless people to find that love, all failures. It was never enough, and it would never be enough. You discarded them all and decided, if no one could give you the love you craved, then you would create someone who could. Wouldn't that be fun? So we want to, I'm just going to leave it as Eris, sure. So we want to be abused? Eris, the creator of strife and discord. They created Discord? Perhaps it was fitting I was born with a name like this. Well then, let's begin. You remember when you first met him, the person who you would create the perfect love from. College life was as dull and as normal. As dull as normal. Classes to studying to group calls. Straight out the gate, the writing could have used some work. While walking aimlessly, you heard the cries of a poor individual, a student in the corner, mercilessly taunting and beating up a poor victim. You know, I never really saw anyone get bullied in college. They didn't really do that. Like, if you were getting bullied in college, that didn't happen in, like, the open like this, like beating a kid up, right? Like a bully asking for lunch money. That's such a high school thing. Bullying in college was so much more behind closed doors and stuff like that. So I'm not saying this scenario isn't real, just saying I don't know. Maybe this would have been better for a high school setting. Despite already graduating into college, it seems some students still kept their bullying habits from high school. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is Milo. This is the image of Milo. You can see his needlework there. Please, I completed the assignment like you said. Why are you... Come on, Milo. You know why it has to be like this. Who was the one who tried to out us to the profs? We're the only ones who even tolerate you, you know? We're your only friends. And friends, well, they don't just snitch on other friends. I swear, I didn't. It wasn't... What a sad sight you see. You almost felt bad. Almost. You walked up to them casually. Move. You're causing disturbance. What are you... Turning to you, flinches visibly, shrinking away in fear. Did you hear me? I didn't think... Leave. You could almost hear him whimper as he ran away, his tail between his legs. What is it about us that is intimidating? Is it like our confidence? Is it that we just walked up and took control of the situation? Gracefully, you walk up to the victim, pulling him by the arm. Thank you. He stumbles forward and leans on you before scrambling and adjusting himself. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Those friends of yours are rather cruel, aren't they? He looks up at you for a bit, startled. Well, I can't blame him. I transferred only a bit ago, and I'm still not used to being in such a new area. They took me in when I had nobody else. So, whether I like them or not, it's better than being alone, especially since my family is so far away. He looks at you with resolve. But you were able to scare them away so easily. How did you... It's pretty simple, really. They know not to mess with me. You need to know how to speak their language is all. Speak their language. He hesitates, biting his nails a bit. Why'd you save me? You just did it because you felt sorry for me, right? I mean, I get it. It's just, we're in the same class, right? You just wanted me to do your homework, so I understand. I did it because I was worried about you. I don't care about making you do my homework. Worried? About me? Of course. Who wouldn't be worried about someone being bullied? Well, it seems at least I did. Milo seems silent at first, but eventually speaks up. This may be a bit presumptuous, but could you teach me how to stand up for myself like you did? You look at him, your gaze not wavering. Milo, change. You transferred only last year, correct? I believe you're taking kinesiology, and you have pretty impressive grades. How did you know that? I keep an eye on things that have my interest. If I had known you were being bullied, I would have stepped in sooner. Milo turns a shade of pink after hearing that you had an interest in him. It was hard not to keep an eye on him. He always glanced at you whenever you passed by. We had some of the same classes, after all. You could always feel him watching, even when you weren't looking at him. Lonely, has a crush on you, isolated from his family and others like him. Meek and obedient. Perfect. Very predatory. You want me to teach you? If you could. Alright. I don't mind. On one condition. You reach out your hand expectantly. Date me. What? He's so shocked that he nearly falls over. You can't help but smile. What? Date? But I... He laughs awkwardly. Of course, you just wanted to mess around with me, right? It's very funny. Since there's no way that would actually work, you would actually like me. Don't say stuff like that. It sounds like you're already rejecting me, especially since you're quite the catch. Milo turns beet red, unable to speak for a second. But a date? But we just met, and I don't know if I'm ready for... Milo, calm down, alright? The only way to get to know someone more personally is if you date them. Think of it as a test run. How can you know if you don't try, right? I guess that's true. But I think I'd like to date someone I could spend my life with. It's kind of cheesy when I say it out loud. How perfect. I feel the same. I would only date someone I could depend on for all of my life. So then, let's make it count, shall we? You hold out your hand again, and he tenderly holds it. You won't betray me, right? It's just that people in the past would jokingly... Why would I do such a cruel thing, Milo? Can't you just trust me, the one who saved you? His face looks up with a bit of a surprise. Saved me. That's right. So then, from now on, I am your... Let's go non-binary. Please treat me well. My lover. He smiles nervously and taps his feet happily. I've never had someone like that, so I'm not sure what to expect. What kind of things do I do with my lover? How about we come up with a nickname for each other? A nickname? Well, what do you think would be a good nickname? Let's see. How about my pet? My pet? Pet? That nickname is... Why? Do you not like it? I think it's rather cute. Or do you think I chose wrong? You can see him fidget with his fingers. No, pet is fine. Despite any possible complaints, you could see that he enjoyed being gifted a nickname. My pet. My pet. I feel so special. My pet. It feels nice to be special, doesn't it? Well then. It's dawning on me. I'm gonna have to say my pet every time. Well then, my pet. My classes are starting soon. Oh, so soon? I'll miss you. Clingy. Sorry, I didn't mean... Oh, it's alright. I think it's very cute. I'm just... Don't try to dance around me. I am your lover, after all. I will accept all of you, so long as you do the same. Do you accept all that I am? Yes, of course I do. Good. That makes me happy. You walk a few steps before stopping. Before I do, shall we set a time for a date? A date? So soon? No need to fret, my pet. It's just a way for us to know each other better. And so I can teach you how to stand up for yourself. Meet me at the Split Path at 7 p.m. and we can go somewhere fun together. I have a couple of good places. Okay, Split Path. Don't be late, Milo. Ooh. Oh. Is he the yandere? I thought I was the yandere. As you walk away, you could feel Milo's gaze boring in on you, watching as you left him behind. The start of an obsession. This is, the same thing with the college background. This is very, classic of a game jam. At 7 p.m., you come to the Split Path and see Milo pacing about. Okay, be courteous and on time, compliment them, and don't forget to... Milo. Jumping, Milo fumbles the flowers that he brought with him. You brought flowers too? I feel bad. I should have brought something as well. No need. I just thought, I wanted to get something as beautiful as my lover. What a charmer. You almost feel bad for what you're going to do to him. Almost. Thank you for the flowers. I'll try to gift you something later tonight in return. Although the flowers might not be suitable for what we'll be doing. Really? I'm sorry, There's no need to blame yourself. I never told you what we're going to do after all. I'll keep them safe in my bag for now. Taking the flowers, you carefully place them in your bag. Where should we go then? Maybe we should get to know each other. Like, I actually really enjoy sewing. Maybe later. There's more important things to attend to. There's actually 2 places we can go, although drastically different. The first place is the batting range. It might be nice to exercise a bit. Your perfect love needs to be strong, not just in strength, but in rage. To watch him crush your enemies to gain your love, to watch him use force to get what he pleases. A devotion with violence is an important asset. I'm sure he has some rage after being bullied for so long. The second is a party on the other end. It might be nice to socialize with others, to get them on our side. A perfect place to teach him how to manipulate others. For perfect love with the power to sway those around him, to do his bidding for him. A silver tongue and a charismatic act. Sometimes the only way to fight fire is with fire itself. They both sound so interesting, although I think you would know better. You can decide. Whatever you say, my pet. Then let's head to the... What is this noise? Let's go to the party. I think it's time for you to find some new friends. Parties are a fun way to get to know people. I don't know about that. I've never been good at parties. It's a college rite of passage, and I'll be there with you. Don't worry, you can trust me. We are dating for life, aren't we? Milo's face warms up. I can almost hear his heartbeat from here. For life? Well, yeah, but saying it out loud is... You chuckle a bit. What a pure boy. Come on, my pet, let's head to the venue. I promise it'll be worthwhile. Why do we... Why are we... Like, what are we gaining from making him a master manipulator who is strong and violent and full of rage and easy... It can easily, like... get people on our side. Who are our enemies? Why do we need sides? You know what I mean? Like, what are we gaining from doing this? We're in a venue, the lights flashing and the music blaring. Amongst the crowd is a red-haired girl dancing. Ah, Holly is here, huh? You smile. This couldn't be more perfect. Milo seems to flinch at all the stimulation he faces suddenly. Shh. It's okay, my pet. Let's head somewhere a bit more quiet. Taking his hand. Oh, I forgot to change the game again. Sorry. Perfect. Love. And it shows up. That's amazing. It's amazing. Zero people, 0 followers on this game, but people show up. Taking his hand, you bring him to the back where the tables are. Here goes the first part of the process. Milo, could you do something for me?
What is it? If it's anything to do with bugs, I don't know if I can.
It's nothing like that. Soon you will meet some friends of mine. That sounds nice. It sure will be. There will be a point in the conversation where I'll ask you to agree with me. You won't know what I'm talking about, but I'll need you to play along. I like this song. This song's good. Alright? Milo seems to hesitate a bit before nodding. Okay, I'm sure whatever it is you're making me agree to is... Don't worry, it's... Let's say a way for you to learn. You smile slightly to reassure him, but it seems to only worry him more. Actually, I'm going to give you something for our first date. You pull out some clip-on earrings for him.
Whoa! I've always wanted to try these.
If you wear them now, we'll match. You point to the ones dangling on your ear.
I'll put it on right away.
He clips it on eagerly and smiles giddily.
Does it look good?
Everything looks good on you. With that, you and Milo hurry to meet your friends. Oh, okay, this is the red-haired girl? Maybe?
Yo, you finally made it. I was wondering if you were gonna bail on us.
A girl with brown hair and what looked to be they use the past tense, but they need to use the present tense, okay? And it's messing me up because like all of this is present tense, but they keep saying looked to be. Smiled. Looked to be a grass skirt is waving to us frantically. So this is Valley. This is not the girl that we saw dancing. What do you mean by bail on you? I would never do that. Sure. Like you didn't do that last time. She huffs dramatically, before seeing Milo hiding behind you. Oh, is this your new boy toy? Cute. It's been a while. Oh, boy toy. I dated a girl where we dated for years, and her mom called me boy toy, and it was what never didn't weird me out. How long is this one going to last? A month? 6? My name is Milo. It's nice to meet you. Valley, I'm sure you of all people know, it's not good to talk about how long a partner is going to last. Besides, you cling onto his arm and you can feel Milo fidgeting and his body heating up again. Milo is going to be my future husband. Isn't that right, my pet?
Yeah, that's right. My pet is my lover.
It seems like a bit different from the other ones you've dated. Don't you usually date more, scary people? No offense. So maybe you're right. I hope that you two have a long happiness together. She put her cups. Oh. Her cup, okay. She put up her cup to cheer to our new relationship. Oh, I forgot to introduce the rest of the gang. Silly me. The short one is Desmond. He's got a nasty temper. Oh, while they are short, and I'm gonna ruin you if you call me short again, Valley. Huge eyebrows. Like I said, nasty. Still, it looks like you actually chose a decent person to date this time.
Thank you? Yum, 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 yum.
Pat. He threw up today. He threw up all over the table today. Let's try not to disappoint, alright? Oh. I'm not really fond of troublemakers. Oh my god. I touch him and my nose starts itching.
I'll take note.
Finally, there's Seth, sorry. Seth, could you stop reading for a second? Holy shit. Wow, look at those bottom lashes. Mon X Hum. Hum? Do you have any interest in monsters of lore? The answer is still no, Seth. He grumbles, going back to his book.
I would be interested.
Really? Do you know about the monster of the forest? I heard that they kill innocents and are trying to get out. He hesitates, but ultimately grips onto your arm strongly. He's not that interested, Seth. After all, Seth like Sephiroth? Is this guy Sephiroth? After all, the only thing Seth cares about is being killed by a monster that doesn't exist. Being killed by a monster? They exist? How do you explain the idea that everyone that goes in never comes out? I don't know. Maybe they just fall in a pit or something, Seth. He grimaces, clearly annoyed at your lack of faith.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Seth.
Likewise. Your friends are nice, at least. The conversation starts weaving and interconnecting, bouncing from topic to topic. Insects are the grossest, aren't they? What do they need so many legs for? The way they move is so... Ugh. Milo shudders, imagining an insect crawling around. Speaking of insects, I think that she's here in this venue today. I saw her red hair the second I stepped in here. Valley grimaces when she mentions her, and the other two look away, not wanting to pry. The music just got way more heated. Hold on. I feel like this is a bad question, but, Holly. Valley and her used to date, but they haven't been on good terms. That's saying it lightly. She's the one who betrayed me, got me kicked out of my last university. And for what? Weren't you stealing data from the school? The point is, she screwed me over. Should have kept her mouth shut. Speaking of which, well? Come on, tell me, don't bail out on information. You smile, feeding on Valley's love for gossip. I think Milo saw her yesterday giving a USB to someone. Based on his description, it sounded like it had a picture of a hula girl on it. What? She took the USB that got me kicked out and then tried to sell it to someone? Luckily, it seems the deal didn't go well, and she still has it on her. Isn't that right, Milo? All eyes turn on him, and you can feel his panic from here. Garrus, what are you... Remember what you told me, Milo? You're supposed to agree with me. That you saw a girl with red hair and a green skirt trying to give that USB to someone. Remember what you promised? He hesitates, but he seems to remember what you told him earlier. Earth to Milo?
Now that I think about it, I did see a red-haired girl trying to give a USB to someone, but I didn't know that was yours.
It's okay, Milo. There's no way that you could have known. But I did think you deserved to know the truth, Valley. I mean, Holly did such awful things to you, and now, what a hypocrite. I was angry too when I saw her downstairs. Looking at Valley, it was obvious that she was beyond anger. She threw her chair aside and marched down the stairs. You mother... Arguments started immediately, along with screaming and sounds of glass breaking. Both Desmond and Seth ran down to try and calm her down, but Milo tried to as well, but you stop him. What? Milo, let's not deal with that mess right now, shall we? But what about... Don't worry, they can take care of it. As the fight below continued, you brought him into the hall to talk. That turned out well. It turned out even better than expected, to be honest. It took a while to plant that USB, and it's worth it to get Milo exactly where you wanted him. Not to question you or anything, but why did you make me lie about that? I mean, if you didn't bring that up, Valley wouldn't be fighting, and isn't it wrong to spread rumors like that? Is it really rumors if it is the truth? Valley has been making excuses left and right to excuse Holly's behavior towards her. No matter how much she yammers on about how much she hates her, she always had a soft spot for her. Angry about kicking her out, but never confronting her about it? Tragic. If it weren't for this, she would have never been able to snap out of it. But doing it like this is... Sometimes, to get people to understand, we have to use unorthodox methods. He turns quiet, not knowing what to say. Towards people we like, towards people we hate. In the end, it doesn't really matter how we get there. It's the results that matters. You pat Milo's shoulder reassuringly. You did well, Milo. I'm proud of you. The best way to use information is for your own benefit, right? To yours and those you care about. Or to destroy someone like that bully of yours. The only way to fight fire sometimes is with fire. I mean, he'll never stop coming after you, you know? It's not wrong to protect yourself in this manner. He deserves it, doesn't he? Milo stops for a second, contemplative, then looks up at you with resolve. He looks pissed. Please teach me, my pet. You smile. This is really turning out better than you planned. For a while, it was your favorite thing to do together. We hung out with different people, learning about them, watching how they interact with each other. Why did my character looks like a villain, like a big bad evil guy. You know what I mean? Enough to build trust, enough to be let inside, and then destroy them under the guise of helping. We pinned people against each other and watched as they ruined themselves. We sowed conflict where there hadn't been any. Oh, I love this. This is good. They draw birds very well. You and Milo were always together, the two lovebirds that flew from wire to wire. Milo changed as well. His design changed, and his hair is less frazzled, and he looks different. He dressed more cleanly, talked more sweetly. He could always get in and out of conversations in a pinch. He was learning how to use information as a weapon. All was well for a while, until at least in the gym. Desmond had brought Milo over to the side to talk to him. You felt tense, worried that Desmond might undo all the hard work you did, so you decide to look for them. Walking around the venue, you hear Desmond's voice in an empty hall. You're a good guy, Milo. I could tell from the first moment we talked, but lately, it feels like Eris has been leading you down the wrong path. It was just as you thought. Desmond was meddling in others' affairs again. Out of your friends, he had probably one of the stronger moral compasses, always trying to do what's right. It was irritating. But jumping in now would be. You decide to continue listening. Yeah, if you jump in now, it would reveal that you're trying to save the plan. You know what I mean? Why? How could you say something like that about them? Without them, I would be... Be what? Listen, it's just that Eris is the type who get what they want, no matter what. Whatever methods have to be used, whoever needs to be sacrificed. A person whose ends justify the means. Oh, what would they want that? What would they want from me then? Sorry. Desmond is silent, seeming to hesitate. I'm not sure. I doubt my pet would do such a thing, although he sounds confident. You can feel his hesitation. Listen, I can't control what you do, but I think you should... Suddenly, it's quiet. He must be whispering something to him. This wasn't supposed to happen. You walk towards them as if looking for Milo, interrupting them. And what are you two whispering about? Oh, Eris, how long have you been there? I was just trying to find Milo since you guys were talking for so long. Why? Were you saying something I wasn't supposed to hear? Desmond looks away awkwardly, as if he's been caught. It's nothing, my pet. He just had some questions for one of our classes. I'm going to get going now. Before you can do anything, he scurries away like the rat he is. You turn to Milo, who seems to gaze at you intently. What did he really say to you, Milo? You aren't trying to... His voice trails off, before smiling a bit. Oh, there's no way you are. You're perfect as is. You're not sure what to say. You feel like trying to pry will cause him to doubt you more. You can't have this one fail on you. Not when you've put so much effort into shaping him. Before you can say anything, Milo pulls you by the hand back to the group. Before long, it seemed that Milo was avoiding you. No! My boyfriend! Whenever you call out to him, or saw him walking around campus, he would run away. He started to jump group to group to avoid you. Yet, surprisingly, he didn't seem that he had decided to end your relationship. Either way, whatever that rat said to him seemed to have worked. Are you two having a fight? Did something happen? It's nothing. It's just a silly disagreement. So that's us, huh? How annoying. If that's going to be the case, why not use it to your advantage? How would we use this? You were able to corner Desmond after class one day. What do you want? I have extra credit work I have to do today. It's obvious he wanted to run away, but you refused to let this mouse free. I just wanted to talk to you about Iya, and well, she might be in big trouble this time. His face twitched in worry. He hesitates, not sure if he wants to take the bait. Fine, but make it quick. Seems like all my friends are starting to really hate me. You end up dragging him into an empty lecture hall. He seems extremely paranoid as he comes in. What's going on with my girlfriend? Let me guess. She ended up fist fighting the professor again. Was that something that happened often? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Here, I just wanted you to look at this. You show him something on your phone, and his eyes grow wide with fear. Then anger. What do you want? Ah, we're finally getting somewhere. Let's clean up this mess that he started. What did I show him? I showed him some blackmail. We're at a bar. Amongst the crowd of people, you see Milo in the center of it all. The gossipers, a perfect place to gain information. They laugh as he jokes around. Everyone's eyes are on him, just as you had taught him. What? So somehow I ended up putting the lyrics in the paper, and he still gave me full marks. They all laugh before Desmond walks into the crowd with a grimace, I think has an A right here, look on his face. Oh, hey Desmond, what are you... His sentence is cut off when he sees who Desmond brought with him. Sorry, Milo, he forced me to. The man that had been torturing him stands before him, his face smiling with sadistic glee. Ryan. Milo's charismatic face drops. He turns back to the bully victim from before. Well, look who it is. He walks closer to Milo as he shirks away. My old friend. It's been a while. Kind of looks like a vampire. Ryan, what do you want? What do I want? I just want to hang out with an old friend is all. You know, after you abandoned us, I was really heartbroken, you know? I thought we bonded in our time together. But I understand. I mean, I'm surprised you're friends with so many people. Especially since you used to be quite the stalker in the day. Milo's face is pale. He panics as the other members whisper amongst themselves. No, it wasn't. Milo the stalker. I heard you followed that person for how many days? And you even took a pair of their gym clothes. What were you gonna do with them, you perv? Disgusting. They made me do it. They peer pressured me and... Seriously though, does Eris know about this? Did you tell them? Were you so afraid they'd break up with you immediately? Can you imagine their face when they find out their lovely, cute Milo is just a filthy pervert? Milo is at a loss for what to say. He curls up into a ball. Please, just stop. Oh, don't act like that. I heard you've been avoiding your lover. There's no way they'd come to save who? All eyes turn to you as you walk in, unfazed by Ryan's words. Ryan looks at you, clearly unimpressed. Oh, look at that. Your pet came to save you. Did you feel pity for this guy after we broke up? It's pathetic, even for you. But it's not like I expected anything from you in the first place. You've always been so whiny, clingy, disgusting. Oh, was that just me? Ryan stiffens at your words. From what I recall, you were the one who was begging on the floor. What? That's stupid. Why would I? I would be careful about the next words you say, Ryan. It would be terrible if everyone knew about that. Ryan goes silent. You can feel his eyes darting from place to place. As for Milo, even if he did stalk some poor bastard in his past, what excuse do you have to talk down to him? As if you all are so pure-hearted and innocent. In fact, you turn to face the rest of them. I know exactly what kinds of skeletons you all keep in your closet. I feel like Eris is revealing their hand right now. And, like, you can't manipulate people if nobody trusts you, you know what I mean? You can't manipulate them if they don't have the wool over their eyes. And right now, Eris is revealing the wool. Like, you should be fearing me, not trusting me. They're not using charisma to, like, gain prestige with these people. They're using their like, gossip as an open weapon, like they're walking around with a knife. The group looks around nervously, their faces filled with paranoia. So then, let's keep this conversation between us, alright? You turn to Ryan, and as you touch his shoulder, he flinches. Let's try not to stir up any more trouble, okay? His eyes dart around, but eventually, Ryan walks away without a word. My throat hurts today. Very sore. The group disperses, awkwardly trying to guard their own secrets, and you're left alone with Milo. Why did you come to save me? Well, I couldn't let my boyfriend be trampled upon, now could I? Even if he's been avoiding me for a while. He freezes at your words, but you pet his head and reassure him. You know, I was really worried that I'd done something wrong, and I really missed you. The fact that my pet wouldn't even glance at me made my heart sink. Desmond told me to avoid you for a while, but I shouldn't have trusted him. I don't know. Shh, it's okay, my pet. I forgive you. People out there may always betray you, but I will always come to save you. And you'll do the same, right? It's interesting that they just kind of glanced over that Ryan is my ex-boyfriend. Ryan, the bully of Milo, is my ex-boyfriend. And like, it's not like the bullying just started. Ryan has always been a bully. So that makes Eris the type of person who would gladly date a bully and then immediately jump to the bullied. And Milo isn't even putting two and two together. You're the only person I can trust. Yeah, from now on, I'll only trust you. You smile at his remark. We're back on track. I feel like I've had no agency in this moment. Hold on. Let me bring this in just a little bit more. A couple more pixels. And this side too. Couple more pixels. Is that good? Yes, nice. We're back on the split. Desmond was meeting up with you at the split paths. Look, I brought Ryan like you told me to, so we're even now, right? You pull out your phone and delete the picture in front of him. There, all gone. Desmond looks relieved at the picture gone. Thank goodness, if Ia found out. He really is naive. As if you didn't have a bunch of backups. Luckily, you made it just in time. You won't let Milo escape. You really are horrible, you know? Everyone's going to find out about how horrible... Oh, are you sure about that? The secret was only the tip of the iceberg, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Besides, I did you a favor. It's better not to make your girlfriend into your ex, right? I know the history you had in high school. Desmond seems to panic at the thought of being exposed. I don't understand why you're doing all of this, manipulating him into depending on you to this degree. Why would you do that? Everyone has a love they want, right? Some people are willing to settle with less, but I'm not that kind of person. That's all there is to it. Let's not try to do that again, Desmond. Believe me, I'll make your life a living nightmare if you pull something like that again. Before he can ask anything else, you walk away from him, satisfied. What a terrible person. I hope that they get their, comeuppance, you know what I mean? That everybody bands together and realizes that this toxicity is not welcome. Before he can say anything else, you walk away from him, satisfied. What has Milo gotten himself into? For a while, it seemed as if everything had died down. Well, everybody's avoiding you, I'm sure. The drama that had occurred that day circulated for a bit, but it was quickly shut down. After all, how could kind, charismatic Milo ever do such a thing? What are these buttons? Is this save? Save? Fast forward? Return? Settings? I'm not going to click anything because there's no pop-up, so I'm afraid. I'm afraid to click anything. Similarly, Desmond disappeared for a bit, Perhaps he was still afraid of what happened. Perhaps he was afraid of you. Ryan had too, after his public scolding, hid away from the public eye. Wow. Ever since, Milo would never hesitate to praise you, to defend you, because to him, you were his everything. He's like drooling, look at him. You had saved him once again. And so, days went on as normal. Schoolwork, fun activities, some dates. Well, at least until one of the big projects for your class. It seems Ryan has disappeared again, and he's my partner for the big project. Milo fiddles with his earrings a bit. While outwardly he looks uninterested, you can tell he's thinking deeply about something.
That's too bad. We can't get any dirt on him, huh? I'm sure I could find something to destroy him for good.
He smiles sideways, his eyes deep with vengeance.
I mean, it seems you know what to say to make him stutter.
Sure I do, but it won't stop him from coming after you for that long. And I like to have some surprises up my sleeve as well.
It's a bit boring, my pet.
As much as I'd love to destroy him in that way, my pet, I would like to actually pass this class, and this project is a huge part of my grade. So let's hold off on it now, alright? Milo makes a tight tisk sound with his mouth.
But that's no fun. Can't we rattle him up just a bit?
If I can't get this project done well, then I won't be staying in this university anymore.
Really? Really? Failing one class? This main character must not be a very good student if failing this one project is going to get them kicked out of the school. Ryan's such a buzzkill.
I was really hoping to discard what's left of that ego of his.
I knew you'd like to see him crumble too.
Of course, I would love nothing more than to watch him writhe. However, we're supposed to be meeting up in a cafe, at Cafe 15, to talk about what we're going to do, and I'd like you to come just in case. Well, who knows if he'll pull something. He grins a little too wide, a little too happy at the situation.
We're destined to be together. Isn't that right, Eris? You don't have a choice but to love me.
The response sent shivers down your spine. You've trained him a little too well.
What, we finally reached the point that you were building towards and now you're scared? Now you regret?
As we walked in, we see Ryan sitting in one of the booths. His face twists from contempt to annoyance when he sees that Milo has entered with you.
Strange. He's not in our group, is he?
Milo and I are a package deal. Or are you jealous you've suddenly become the third wheel? Ryan looks as if he's going to cause a scene, but Milo leans back casually. He strokes your hair and looks at him tauntingly. Were you going to do something to my love? To my lovely Eris? Ryan grits his teeth and sits back. Whatever. Let's just hurry up and get this project finished. For the next couple of hours, you and Ryan planned out your project. The two of you ordered some food and drinks, seemingly chatting nonchalantly about what to do, but underneath it all, it felt like you were pointing knives at each other's throats. Well, it's not as if it isn't a world we weren't used to, battling with words. Milo would scroll through his phone nonchalantly as we talked with each other, but it felt as if a part of him was always watching, as if finding a perfect moment of weakness. Scribbling down Ryan's ramblings, your spoon slipped and fell to the ground.
I'll get it for you, my pet.
He ducks under the table and searches for a bit before placing the pen on the table and lifting his head.
I thought it said spoon.
Your spoon, my wonderful lover.
Wait.
Okay, alright, writing inconsistency, or maybe I read it wrong. He looks at Ryan and smirks condescendingly.
This lovey-dovey crap makes me want to barf.
He taps his hand on the table a bit before looking at his phone. His eyes dart around for a second before standing. Well, I got a jet. See you losers later.
But we're not done with our project.
Grabbing his backpack, he leaves the two of us alone. Finally, you chug down the glass of water after he leaves and slam it on the table. Somehow, it tastes bitter,
like your disgust for him. He didn't even pay his portion of the bill, that lowlife. I'm tracking him right now. He's not that far. In fact, we might get some more money out of him with these pictures I found. Fun, but let's save that for later. He might find out that you've been tracking him, and he might turn off his location. Sighing, you fork over the money, and you and Milo head back. Let's walk back to the dorms. I have to get some stuff before the next class. Milo smiles and holds your hand as you walk. How are we tracking him? And how do we find pictures? When he bent under the table, when he was searching, did he take his phone or something? But as you walk, something doesn't feel right. You start to falter, your legs feeling weak, and... My pet? Everything goes dark. What, did they drug me? You wake up, staring at the ceiling of your dorm, laying on the bed. Milo is stroking your hair gently as you sleep. My pet, you'll be okay, right? You look so peaceful sleeping. I wish I could look at you for an eternity. You touch his hair, and he looks at you, his eyes wide with shock. He hugs you suddenly, clinging on to you. You're okay. His arms tighten, as if ever afraid to let you go. My pet, what happened? You passed out suddenly after we left the cafe. Did I now? You recall Ryan tapping his finger against the table. His eyes were darting at the glass. Oh, I see what happened. That snake really has it out for me, huh? Wow, how totally unexpected. I knew he was up to something. He grits his teeth, and I hear them grind against each other. Ugh, gross. I can't even do that. Grind my teeth? Now, my pet. You'll hurt yourself that way. You caress his head, and he leans into your hand. Cute. It seems that Ryan must have drugged me. Oh, wrong voice, whatever. Must have been the water. Dropping my spoon was the perfect opportunity for him to do so. How oddly clever of him. It should have been me. I should have been the one who was drugged. He clinched onto... What do you mean? What do you mean it should have been me? He clenches onto the bedsheets, and his grip causes him to shake. Intense, dude. He needs to chill. Disgusting. He really doesn't know how to leave it alone, huh? Well, he should be given a taste of his own medicine. You tap your forehead as you think. What would make Ryan suffer more? Drugging him back would be ample payback. You do have access to the chemistry lab. Watching Ryan shudder as his body collapses on himself as he did to you would be entertaining. Or maybe he might have other secrets he's hiding. He might see it coming if we attempt to drug him. Perhaps Milo's past of stalking might be a benefit to us after all. Choices. Milo looks at you eagerly as you make your decision. The best way to get payback. What a weird time to make a decision. I feel like it's been so long since we made a decision. I guess let's use Milo? He would catch us too easily. Stalking is the way to go. Stalking him? Well, stalking is more of something I did in my past. And isn't that perfect, my pet? You already have experience. This time, it's for a different purpose, though. Quite a noble one. Won't it be great to get some vengeance for me? He beams, happy that he's being useful. Of course, my pet. I won't fail you. He smiles with an unsettling look in his eyes. You walk around your dorm, trying to look for what you might need for this endeavor. We have a stand mixer in our dorm? And an oven? A really nice looking oven, too. You think carefully about what you would need to stalk Ryan. Cameras. Darker clothing. Are we stalking him in person? I've already been following him everywhere online. Turns out he's quite infamous. Makes me wonder how he dates at all. Is that a jab on me? Of course not, my pet. He must have begged you to date him. I can't accept it any other way. His eyes flash a dangerous expression before settling back to his generally happy facade. I hope you haven't been keeping tabs on me as well. Well, if you had, it's not as if I would mind. He laughs a bit, if only dryly. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Who's to say? Ah, but he's so much better at hiding his true intentions now. You were pleased at the result of this notion. But we'd have a bit more hidden, so I got these. You pulled out some matching hats that you had gotten. I think you would look good in them. Aw, a gift from me, my pet. I'm so happy. He tries to play it cool, but you can see that his cheeks have reddened quite a bit. It was hard to find something nice for you to hide in. After all, you look good in everything. For a moment, he seems caught off guard, his eyes widening a bit, before immediately going back to his normal smile. Interesting. Does he not like compliments? Or is he just not used to being complimented? Does Eris not ever compliment him so the compliments feel like weird? He puts on the hat and smiles at you. If that's the case, I don't mind you choosing all my clothes. I want to become everything that you want me to be. Anything that will make you happy. Ooh, look at him. And it's kind of red, too. His breathing seems to be hitched, as if he was imagining being adored by you. Maybe after we're finished. So then, how about we enact some revenge? If it's what I've been waiting for. I can't wait. Good. Let's get started. Oh, I was just waiting. For a while, we followed Ryan around, secretly, with gentle steps, enough that he would never know it was us. What? This is cool. I like this. But obviously enough to know that someone was watching him. At first, it wasn't anything. Harmless, in fact. We watched him, but never did anything to him. What happened to the project? Weren't we going to not mess with him in order to, finish our project? Wasn't that what we were planning? But Milo had other plans. Online, he had talked about his experience of Ryan bullying him and how it affected him, and it spread like wildfire. The amount of videos, comments defending poor, innocent Milo, and antagonizing brutish, awful Ryan. Milo really knew how to play a crowd, it seemed. But it wasn't just that. Milo would call him over and over again, taunting him, threatening him in a soft manner, but nonetheless terrifying. Ryan, do you remember when you threw a brick at my head and I had a concussion for a week? Do you think I could do something similar to you? I have a rock that I think would fit perfectly in your head. I hope you're not thinking of leaving your dorm today to hang out with your friends. It would be horrible if someone burned up your new couch while you were gone. Maybe it would be better if you simply died and were reborn another person. I'm sure the world would be happier for it. Milo's words were simply the drops of water that caused the ripples. Soon there were others that tried to threaten him through text, calls, anything. He made others do the dirty work for him. How clever. Sadly, it made it hard for two of you to do your projects together. In fact, it almost seemed as if you were the last of his positive interactions. Nice MacBook. Ryan, are you doing all right? I heard that Milo posted a pretty damning video. Well, not that you were that kind to him before. I just wanted to stop. No one will look at me anymore. No matter how much I block or change my number, they always find me. How long? How long do I have to live like this? I don't. He was practically on the verge of crying, the way he shook when he was talking. Please, just make Milo stop. Anything. I'll do anything. Anything? All right, hold on. Sorry, my cat was being very, very needy, very noisy. Classic cat. He's been getting louder, like more demanding. Usually he'll just like, he'll meow a couple times and then he'll go. And he'll like chill, or he'll take a nap, or he'll wait. But now it's like, if I don't answer him, he just goes and goes and goes and goes. And so eventually I have to give in, you know what I mean? I know that you're like, you're not supposed to, right? Because if you give in, then it reinforces that idea, like, oh, if I just meow forever, or oh, if I'm a dog and I just whine forever, eventually someone will come and they'll let me, you know, they'll give me what I want, right? Like, oh, if I beg for food all the time, eventually someone will give me food, right? And so I try not to give in, but he's like 10 years old, so it's kind of too late to change him, you know what I mean? Anything at all, the thought of it makes you smile. Oh, look at that. The way that the mouse cursor lines up with this eye makes him look goofy. Oh. Alright. Milo has been out of control lately. I can't promise that I can make it go away completely, but I'll try to. You have my word. Upon hearing this, his shaking finally stopped. Please, just do well on our project together, alright? So we're having our cake and we're eating it too. Is that what we're doing? We're destroying Ryan, we're building up Milo, and we're getting the project to be done. Milo, as it seemed, never took his eyes off you either. It seemed that he would always bump into you at random times and acted as if it were a coincidence. What, am I scared of it now? Am I nervous by it? Even when you went to places you would normally never go, he would always find himself there. Look at that, I saw his phone. He's tracking me. Why is our hair so big? To hide our body, so that we can be male or female. He always knew where you were, always followed you. Even in the dorms, you started to notice that things were a bit off. Items were slightly shifted in ways you didn't remember. Things that you had for a long time suddenly looked newer, as if someone were replacing them one by one. Perhaps you were being paranoid, but that's a weird thing. That's a weird thing to do usually stalkers will take things, right? They'll break into your home and you'll find things missing that you've always had. But Milo is like updating. He's like trying to make our life better. Like he finds a chipped cup and he's like, I'll just get him a new one. You were losing things, and quite quickly at that. If you were a bit more oblivious, you could have convinced yourself you were being clumsy. You always asked Milo if he knew where you'd left things, and he would laugh and hand you an exact copy. He always seemed to have exactly what you needed. Did you lose your textbook? You're so clumsy. It's cute. Here, I brought you another one. Oh dear, did you find your stuffed animal ripped? I did hear that sometimes there are rats in the walls. Luckily, I bought you another one. Aren't I the best boyfriend? Silly, you dropped your pencil case when you came over yesterday. I brought it just in case. Just like that, you were being watched constantly. You had pressed into your favorite stuffed animal's eye one day to find a camera and split it open to find a recorder. Whoa, he smiled a bit. He really has gotten better at this. Oh, we sewed it back together. Look at that. You dozed off every night with the thought of Milo watching you, that he was always there. But there was one more thing you wanted to check. He had invited you to his dorm to hang out for a bit. Milo, could you tell me where the bathroom is? Of course, down the hall. As you left, you snuck into his room to dig through his backpack. Pictures, photos of you in your dorm, out in your class, and from inside your pencil case. He had a camera inside my pencil case? How did he do that? How did he do that without me finding it? That must be this one. What an interesting drawing. It's so sketchy, it's kind of hard to tell. I guess you just have to know what you're looking at. Like, what is this? It's her. Me. Sorry, but... From what angle? Items from things that he had made an exact duplicate of, that he was sure you would never notice. Notes of locations of where you had gone and where to meet up. And were to meet up? Or places he had convinced you to go to. And, of course, a recording device playing your voice over and over again. The thought of such an obsession. Yeah, I knew you liked it, you fucking freak. The thought of such an obsession made you happy beyond belief. There was only ever you in his heart, his eyes, and his soul. Soon, you thought, he would be the perfect love for you. I think Eris wants to be killed. I think Eris wants to be killed by their lover. It took a while to convince Milo to cease his actions. Even when he promised to do so, you would see him go behind your back to continue. I see, Milo. You do want me to fail then. You want me to move schools so that we're forced to separate. Is that what you're telling me? But I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just karma at this point, and besides, I can't stop the public from attacking him. That's true, but it makes me lonely, you know? All this time where you constantly call and text Ryan. All those people that keep coming up to you, talking with you for hours. Strange. It's almost like you've become obsessed with Ryan instead of me. You could see that this struck a nerve with him. Good. My pet. You are my world. How could I live without you? I want to see you every second that I'm alive. And everyone else is just in the way. He bites his fingers nervously, as if realizing what he had done. To be by your side, to always be with you. I'll stop. And so with that, Ryan is safe for now. Ryan? Or is this, Desmond? Milo started to swerve away from people that tried to talk to him, ignoring them in favor of you. Slowly, it seemed the public got bored of harassing Ryan. And in turn, Milo was always there, watching you. The breathing is weird. The breathing creeps me out. It's like in my head. More things would be taken and replaced. You could feel his eyes watching you throughout your dorm. Peaceful, you thought. And so, for a while, nothing else out of the blue went on. It was always just you and Milo. So, okay, so we've isolated ourselves from all of our friends. As you can tell, Vil, Desmond, Seth, Ryan, gone. All of them gone. All the people that talked to us in the past, building up this like charismatic creature, none of it amounted to anything because in the end it's just Eris and Milo, and we've isolated everyone else. Things, of course, would disappear and reappear at random for you. You were sure Milo was replacing things so he could keep them. You had even found more cameras in nooks and crannies of your dorm, and you had found that he had even installed some sort of stalker shrine somewhere in his dorm as well, filled with pictures of you, recordings of you, items of value, items found in the trash, a doll, all of his attention on you. Yet despite all of this, nothing seemed to change. He would watch over you, never turning his eyes, but you wanted more. How is he passing his classes? That's what I'm wondering. Like, how is he making time to do all of this and pass his classes? Just one more push. Caught. He was walking around campus, waving to people as he passed by. He kept looking at you, smiling. Do you want to say something, my pet? Milo stopped for a second and cocked his head. How could I live without you, my pet? You've made me into something completely different. I'm so happy. Not only do people finally notice me, but they don't treat me like some gum that they found on their shoe. Why is he still wearing the hat, by the way? I thought we were only wearing that in order to stalk Ryan. But now we just wear it all the time, so the hat has become like synonymous with Milo's look. So it's like not good for stalking anymore. He hugs you suddenly, shaking. And how could I ever part from you? If you were to leave, he looks at you again. You'll never feel at ease again. There's no way we would part, right? You breathed out slowly as you heard his words. Poor, simple Milo. His fate was sealed for good. Just one more push. We look like Medusa. I wish that were true, Milo. That we could be together until our graves. And what's up with our weird eyes? Why is this one all evil? There's a heart right here. I like that. Well, let's be honest here, my pet. Do you really think that will happen? Do you really think I would ever break up with you? Milo. Why? I did everything right. I wanted to be together. My pet, what did I do wrong? Did I make you angry? Or was I too clingy? Whatever it is, I'll fix it. I'll do anything. I'll change the way I look, the way I act. Did you prefer the pathetic me? I could go back to that. It's okay, I know your type. I've been paying attention. And I haven't been talking to anyone else. My eyes, my soul, my essence itself is all yours. Milo. I can't go back to what it was. If you leave, they'll just hurt me again. Living every day as if the next didn't matter. Wondering why I even bothered to live. No, I can't. Please. Milo. Your own snap caused Milo to flinch. It was the first time you had ever raised your voice at him. I don't want to leave you. I want to be with you until death do us part. But time is not kind to us. We would drift apart or fight. No, we won't. Then what about those around us? Do you think they won't try to tear us apart? You lean closer to him, next to his ear. My pet, it's the world around us that wants to take us apart. They're always planning, scheming, watching us fall apart. Don't you see? There's no way to escape it. You lean back, closing your eyes as if contemplating. Well, maybe there is a way. Milo's eyes light up. He leans closer to you. What is it? Whatever it is. I refuse to let them take us. You clock your head slightly. The final push. The only way for us to stay together forever is... Oh, this is not where I thought this was going. I thought we were going to suicide. I thought we were going to slip and slide together, and that was Eris's plan the whole time. They wanted someone to like mingle blood with them, right? But no, it seems like we're either going to Bonnie and Clyde, or we're going to whatever protect me is. And to be honest, I think we've already isolated everyone from us. Nobody is interested in us anymore. Desmond, Val, I think was their name, or Vil, or Viv, I cannot remember the name. They were in one scene. And Seth and Ryan, like all the characters that have been introduced have very clearly exited the game. And it would be kind of redundant to kill them? Like what'd they do? They just exist. So I think the it's interesting that they're different colors too. I think the canonical choice that Eris would make would be to protect me, to further put Milo in this position of like, you exist for me, right? That's my thought process. To get rid of them might separate Milo and me, and that's not what the main character would want. The main character doesn't want someone in a jail cell rotting, thinking about them, or for me to be in a jail cell and for Milo to be outside, right? That's not what the main character would want. I think to protect me would be the right choice here for Eris. No matter what,
The world will always find a way to take us apart. It's cruel, isn't it? Then the solution is simple. Just make sure I can't be taken away. Make it so I'm yours. And just like that. Oh, he's blue now. No, he's not. He's got a wonky eye. Look at him. Milo's eyes had changed. Oh, it's the color that I chose. It felt as if you would freeze, simply freeze in place, looking at him. As if he wanted to do everything to please you. Whoa, they're both blue. I think you know what I'm talking about, right, Milo? Sometimes those kinds of things simply can't be helped. You've always been the only one for me. I was foolish to think otherwise. Everything about you drives me crazy. I can't live without having you near me. You nearly laughed at the results that you'd produced. You can't wait until he broke. It had taken you a while to track him down properly, but there he was, in your line of sight. You walked up to him quietly. Is it Ryan? It's Ryan. Ryan. He flinched at your voice and started to back away. What do you want from me? We're done. Done, you hear me? Did you finish the project? I've already sent transfer to another college, so... Oh, Ryan, what are you so afraid of? That Milo might come after you? His face was full of nothing but rage towards you. You were the one who forced him to bully me. Oh, sorry. You were the one who forced me to bully him, to do all those things. What are you talking about, Ryan? I never said that. Or at least, you have no proof. Seriously, Eris, haven't you done enough already? All this training for Milo, getting me to bully Milo so you could swoop in. Do you think you're some kind of savior or something? My entire internet presence was ruined. The kind of hate mail I got, telling me to end myself, trudging up all my old pictures. Just leave me alone. I did everything you asked, right? He smiled slightly, and he snapped at you. All of this, it's all your fault. Why those people died, why I'm still in this situation. What people died? If you would just die, leave me alone. Please, don't make yourself into such a saint. Weren't you the one who wanted to prank all those people, even though you knew it was dangerous? And who was the one who shifted the blame to others so you wouldn't be jailed? Don't you think it's the least you could do after you cheated on me? Come on, just admit it. You were the one who resigned yourself to the punishment. You have no one to blame but yourself. Okay, so I'm picking it up. This game was never about Milo. I mean, it was as a tool, as a object to be used, but it was never about making Milo the perfect lover. It was always about revenge on Ryan for cheating. So this game was really just about Ryan, or at least this ending that I'm getting. You refused to break up with me. I didn't want to be with you anymore. He's hyperventilating from the stress. It's a joy to watch him struggle. Just like when you were together with him, it was so entertaining watching him flounder about, watching him cry, watching him beg, forcing him to go through such lengths to get rid of you. When you got bored of him, you tricked him into cheating with someone. He was never your perfect love in the first place. Never would have been. The only hope for failures like that is to crush them to dust. Oh, I see. Okay, so it wasn't about... It was more than punishment for cheating. It was... The cheating was another step just to punish him for existing because he isn't the way that we wanted him to be. Fine. You win. He stops for a second. Not believing what he heard. What? You're right.
You did what I asked, and I promised I would let you go. His eyes tell you he doesn't believe you. He knows you far too well. Well, after this one thing, I knew there was a catch. You pull out a USB, and Ryan's eyes widen with fear. Is that? It is the last piece of evidence that proves you were the one who killed those people. It would be a shame if it went into the wrong hands. Ryan lunges at you, desperately trying to grab the USB from your hands. But you dodged him. That's the spirit. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I will. Pry it from my hands. Fight me if you have to. Take it from me. It's all yours. Without another word, Ryan tackled you to the ground. He tried to swipe at the USB over and over. Look at that. Look at that crazy look on her face. And they're holding hands. They're holding hands. Milo's not going to be happy. You struggled to move with his weight on you. He took the USB with ease. Ha! Ha! Finally! Finally! It felt painful when you tried to stand up. It seemed like Ryan may have bruised you while trying to get the USB. He didn't seem to care or even notice as he held the USB victoriously in his hand. He also didn't notice when Milo loomed before him. Ryan flinched upon hearing Milo say his name. Hi, what are you? He looked over at you, his eyes open at the state you were in. What did Ryan do? What did you do? His voice, his loud voice, caused everyone to halt to a freeze. It was rare that Milo would raise his voice at anyone, but the way he growled as tears streamed down his face made you excited. How could you hurt my pet? How could I let this happen? His breathing grew rapid as he started hyperventilating. I can't wait to watch you writhe as I break you. I know everything about you, how to make your life miserable until the end. I won't let you hurt them anymore. Trust me. His eyes, his piercing stare, were ice cold. Ryan hesitated, not sure what to do. This is the last you'll see of me. I promise. Without another word, Ryan scrambled away, leaving you and him alone. Milo, how could I let this happen? He was clutching your hand so hard it started to hurt. You were the one that saved me, and I couldn't even save you from him. Someone as godly as you. His eyes were void of life, like someone was gripping his very soul and crushing it. I don't deserve to breathe the same air as you. I don't deserve to stand where you stand. His breathing finally calmed down, the erratic behavior fading from him. I should have known. I could never be perfect for you. Before you could say anything, he dashes off. You tried to go after him, but the pain caused you to stumble. This is the problem. All that work. With no other choice, you dragged yourself back to the dorm to rest. Just from a dude, like, jumping on top of you? Come on. Also, Milo, like, what a switch. Like, I really didn't expect him to, one, be late to the party. I really thought he was going to jump out and save us from being tackled, and we would always have the evidence. I really didn't expect him to be late to the party. And then two, for him to react this way and be like, I'm a failure, I don't deserve you, goodbye, and then he just runs away. It's like, okay. What a terrible job protecting me. For a while, you didn't get to see Milo, but you knew he was always watching. Things of yours were still missing after all, the camera still working inside your dorm, and yet it was quiet, and frankly, rather lonely without him. So, you left him a note. Milo, I miss you. Soon, the next day, there was another note on your table, along with what looked like a box of chocolates. I miss you too, my pet. I could tear out my heart to give it to you, but I'm not worthy. Whatever you want, whatever you need, I'll give them all happily to you. And so, the notes and gifts became commonplace for you two. He would leave gifts throughout the dorm, in your backpack and on your bed. Some items were romantic, flowers, candies, even little cheesy plushes. But some were more disturbing. Pictures of you at your class, notes with your name scribbled over and over about how unworthy he was. He looked prep, little goofy eye. What looked to be a necklace made of his hair and tooth. As the day went on, the gifts and notes became more erratic. This can't be what we wanted. This can't be what the main character wanted. Drawings of you and repeated messages in blood became more common. He would give gifts of his saliva and tears, as well as his fingernails in a strange fashion, mixed with yours. You never saw him, but you knew he was always watching. Whatever you were just about to buy, something that you just ran out of, you would find the item on your desk the next day. Where is he getting all this money? If he's estranged from his family, has no job, clearly no friends, where is he getting the money to do all this? He's losing teeth, he's cutting his hair, he's spending all of his time watching me, stalking me, breaking into my apartment. Like, how is he finding time to get money to do this? Was he opening up credit cards? If someone was giving you trouble, you would find bits and pieces of their clothes, hair, and even teeth on your doorstep. Whoa, that's a lot. Along with a note, lovingly stating that he had brought you gifts. What is he like? He's like a dog. You always felt him watching, a sound of crawling within the walls. It felt comfortable knowing that nothing could touch you, that you had someone who worshipped you as if his life depended on it. His face is too big for me to do the goofy eye. But then again, how far could he go? You decided to test it one day, scribbling out a note in detail. Just like usual, it was gone the next day, replaced with a note and a heart drawn in blood. And then, for a few days, it was silent. The note stopped coming. Your things stopped disappearing. At least until one day, you found a box inside your house. There was a strange smell to it when you approached it, and when you opened the box, his hand? He cut off his hand? An amputated hand greeted you, with an eye necklace wrapped an eye around its fingers. Inside it a note. Just as you wanted. I got you what you wanted, my pet. I did a good job, didn't I? It's what you wanted, right? Please, praise me, praise me, praise me. Well, okay. I love you. Over and over again. You looked up, smiling, and stared right into the camera hidden in the wall. Oh, my pet, you did so wonderfully. I love it so much. Oh. What's the point of the cameras if he's in the wall? You could hear the heavy breathing within the walls as you praised him. You were worried at first that Milo might have left you, that all your work would be undone. And yet, you couldn't ask for a better circumstance. Oh, my pet, you truly are my perfect love. A perfect love beyond the walls and... I got, wall. You have yet to be taken. He has yet to understand true violence. You have yet to be wedded by him. He has yet to heal you. I assume this is the perfect ending, the true ending. He has yet to burn for you. He has yet to cook you a perfect meal. And he has yet to perfect his craft. Okay, let's see if I can find the endings online. Perfect love endings. Okay, there is a walkthrough. So for the violence ending, you need to go to the batting cage. Then you do drug Ryan, and then you do protect me. A cannibal's love. Is that what this one is? No, that's what this one is. To cook you the perfect meal. I see. A cannibal's love. Go to the batting cage, then drug him, and then drug Ryan, and then get rid of them. A perfect house husband. Oh, this is the marriage route. Okay. Go to the batting cage, and then stalk Ryan, and then protect me. A perfect killer. This is a killer ending. Go to the batting cage, stalk Ryan, and then get rid of Ryan. Get rid of them, probably Ryan, I assume. Okay, so these were the violence endings, and now the manipulation endings. A married love. Okay, so this is the wedding. So what was the husband one? A perfect house husband. Maybe this one? Or this one. For that ending, you go to the party, drug him, drug Ryan, and then protect me. Okay, so if I had chosen drug him, I would have gotten the wedding. A doll's love. Go to the party, drug Ryan, and then choose get rid of him. A perfect love beyond the walls. This is the one that I got. Go to the party, stalk Ryan, and then protect me. A perfect burning love. Go to the party, stalk Ryan, and then get rid of him. Interesting. Just one choice. There was only 3 choices. That's one complaint I have about this game is it wasn't like I felt like I didn't really have that much choice. The difference between the violence ending and the manipulation ending is going to the party. Yeah. And then there's the perfect love ending. To get the perfect love ending, you must have all endings unlocked. You have to play this game 8 times? I mean, well, let's see how easy it is to just skip through it all. Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and do it then. Do all 8 endings. It's not that bad, really. Okay. We'll go for the perfect love ending. We'll choose the same thing. Same stuff. Yep. Skipping. Okay. Start with the batting cages. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do it. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. Let's just read what the... So, it's only letting me skip stuff that I've already seen. Wait. Skip unseen text. Yes. Okay. I'm going to skip through all of this because if you want to play this game, I want you to experience it on your own. Oh, look. Completely different characters. Whoa, what is happening? Whoa, he looks so different. I kind of like him more this way. He's like more... Look at him. He's all aggressive. Okay. Now we drug him. Wait. Yep. Yep, drug him. Okay. GHB. Is that what that said? Skipping all of this. If you want to play the game... I guess spoilers for all the endings since I'm going to do this 7 more times, but okay. And now we choose protect me. Skip. All I care about is the true ending now. I have a feeling. So Milo fails again, and then he kidnaps me, and that was the ending that I wanted. I wanted him to take me away from this place. Yep. Eris is a good name. It's I remember the like there still is a because my mouse was here, it was skipping and it wouldn't let me press. Okay, so now we go batting cages again and get the violent Milo. Whoa, he was taking out his anger right there. Oh. bares his teeth at me. Release the wolf inside me. I like that drawing that pops up with his like eye going all crazy. It's good. It reminds me of the manga Ajin. Anyway, I remember the like still ongoing controversy between is it Aerith or Eris. Okay, now we do drug him again. Can I make the text speed faster? And skip after choices. And skip after transitions. All right. Wow, that is fast. That is very fast. There's no way. Okay, so now we choose get rid of them. Oh, he's got red eyes. Look at him. It's interesting. Oh, I like that. I like those red eyes. All right, if you want to see that ending. If you want to see that ending, man. Bum, 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 bum. This would have taken me so long. This is like if you do all of the endings, that's like, this is like a 5+ hour game. This is like a long game for a game jam. This is a lot of words. All these different endings, because every choice gets you something different depending on what you did before, I assume. Okay, and then we choose stalk him this time. Yeah. So there's 2 endings with stalk him. And there's 2 sorry, for the balloons. And then there's 2 endings of, oh, look, he has a beanie. Interesting. 2 endings for drug him, 2 endings for stalk him, and then 2 endings for get rid of him, and then 2 endings for protect. So this one is what did I do? I did stalk, so I need to do protect. Okay. This scene always seems to go the same, no matter what. He shows up late every time. Oh. Whoa, look at that. It kind of follows me. Oh no, it's not following me at all. I thought it was, but it's not. Look at that. Okay, so last ending of the batting cages. He was so cute and sweet. He was such a, like, yeah, he was a nerd who was getting bullied, and he was like totally unsure of himself, but he was so. Okay, now I need to do, yeah, this is the last of the 4, right? God, I hope so. It's so fast that the images like can't keep up. Okay, now we do stalk him. And then instead of doing protect me, we do get rid of them. Oh, did you see that? It said my name a bunch. To get rid of them. What are you gonna do? What's he gonna do? Oh. Click, click, what's happening? Thank you. I think he killed Ryan. But I mean, I don't know. Oh, oops. Enter. Okay. Now we have 3 more to do. And then we're going to do the perfect ending, okay? It's interesting that you have to have all endings complete. So before you can even get the there's nothing you can do Oh, it's Valley. Oh, Valley. There's nothing you can do in your first playthrough to get the perfect end. You get 8 bad endings before you can get the perfect end. It feels a little sad, like a little cheap, to be honest. I really like to, like when I play a visual novel, I like to go back and look and see what choices I could have done differently to get me there, but knowing that there's nothing I could have done. Okay, and then we need to drug him. Okay, now we do protect me. The only difference was drug him, yeah. He has glasses now, do you see that? Oh, that was weird. Man, I'm gonna be real with you. Skipping through all of this is making me like, I kind of want to know what happens in all these endings. I kind of want to know what the endings are, but I'm just going through it. All right, so we go to the party, and then we drug him again, and then we choose get rid of them. The only ending that I really want to see, though, like all these are fine. I am interested, especially when you see like just flashes of stuff happening. You know what I mean? I do want to see them, but I also this looks like it's playing out the exact same. It is playing out the exact same. Okay, now we drug him again, except this time we do get rid of them. The only ending I'm really interested in is the true ending. Oh. Okay, now we do get rid of them. Same thing every time. Oh. That was interesting. I can only guess what that was. Okay, now this is the ending that we got. Perfect Love Behind the Walls, the wall ending. So we're gonna do, this is the last one before the final, before the true ending. A perfect burning love. Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. This song is, I will say the music in this game, a lot of it was pretty good. The sound design with the breathing was very realistic. It sounded really like it was in my head. So it had like a good mix on it. I can't really think of anything that I found was annoying per se. Since they said that they made this for a game jam last year, and then they were too slow, and so they released it for another game jam. I think that they could have spent more time writing. They could have spent more time checking like their spelling and their grammar and stuff like that, because the one thing that takes you out of a story, in my opinion, is when you're reading a story, when you're reading a line, and it just does not line up with, like, it doesn't sound right, and so you like stutter on it, and then your brain lags on what you're doing. And I think visual novels should really flow, and the only time that I should have to like stop thinking about the story is when I'm thinking about how my choices will make consequences in the story, right? Like this here, this choice here should be the only time I should stop and pull myself out of the story, but I'm still in it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay, we need to stalk him. So this one is the same way that we did it. Yeah, everything's the same, except we need to get rid of them. It's almost like by telling him to stalk, by feeding into his stalker, like, I want to say predilection, but I feel like that's not the right word. His predisposition, his disposition to stalk. He starts stalking me intensely. Now we do to get rid of them. And I guess if you think about it, when I made my choice in the actual playthrough that I did, not this, I was saying the canonical choice would be, oh, so he just burns everything to the ground. Okay, hold on. Go back to the options. Turn this off. Okay. Now we're going to do the perfect ending. I guess all of them are the canonical choice is what I'm trying to say. Like, Eris would have manipulated him in any way. All right, to get the perfect ending, you have to have all endings unlocked. Oh, and I get to see the image. Let's take a look at the image. So we get kidnapped in this one. He lives in the wall in this one. Weird. He has both hands. He has both hands. Whose hand did he cut off? Killer. I can only assume that he killed Ryan and that he cut off Ryan's hand. We get married in this one, and look at how happy she is. He is? Is this? Who is this? This looks like, look, the different colored eye. I think this is Eris, but the hair is different. Husband. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty good, actually. Burning. This is the last one we did. He has, like, face piercings. What's up with that? Or is that his ear? Wow. Is this Ryan? He turns Ryan into a doll? Wow. And who is this? Is this me? No, this is him. Interesting. Yeah. See the face. Yeah, so this is me. You can tell because there's no face bandage. But the same earrings. Oh, because we're matching. Right. We're matching. Look at these weird fingernails. Okay, cool. So we have all of the endings. You can tell if you can tell in your ending list if you can view all of the CGs, which I can. And the nickname you choose must be Love. So instead of pet, it needs to be Love. Okay. Yep, Eris is fine. Same, we've already been through all this. Except this time we're going to type in Love. Lover, I guess, is still fine. Love. You know, I was actually thinking about doing My Love. I only did pet because that was the base, but my baby, something like that, My Love. I was thinking about doing Love, so it's interesting that that is the correct option. Doing this will set up the perfect ending. You can tell because the quick menu will not appear when you try to exit. And you will be greeted with the strange Milo. There's no quick menu. Okay, we're back in it. Oh, my love? That's really cute. It always makes me so happy to hear when you give me a nickname. Always? You shift your body slightly. Look at this. Do you see that? Something was off. What do you mean, always? I mean, love is a nice nickname, right? To be your perfect love? You stand closer to him, inches away from his face. I have never told anyone about my desire for a perfect love. Oh, shit. Milo laughs nervously. Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. Oh, shit. To be honest, you weren't the type to get scared all that easily. Horror movies, true crime,
Even possibly watching someone die beneath you was something you found quite dull, but something about this made your blood run cold. You were met with eyes floating, attached onto Milo. They were looking around, watching, staring at you. He seemed to have a hard time focusing on you, or what you presumed that was what he was doing. Whatever he was, it felt unstable. This is sick. This is sick. Hold on. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this. This is good. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I was looking for. Save that. Okay. Let's see if I can get something more fucked up to take a screenshot of. You felt... Can I... Wait. Escape just brings up the history now. You felt like something was touching under your skin, grabbing your neck, arms, everything around it. Somehow you knew if you even moved an inch, you would be no more. You grit your teeth. You're not my Milo. A hideous laugh echoed throughout the world. Oh, my love, you're so clever. I love that about you. You're right. I'm not your Milo. I'm your perfect love. Whoa, what is this? What's happening up here? You could feel your body heating up, screaming in terror. You wish you could reach inside of yourself and tear out this feeling. So you mustered what hatred you had to ask. Tell me, Milo, what makes you think you have become my perfect love? Because you were the one who taught me. The one who would... He's back to normal. The one who can talk his way out of any situation just for my love. What? The one who will protect you, no matter what the cost. Perhaps you don't remember, but I do. And I'm so happy. So very happy. I just wanted to make you happy. Because you deserve it. If my existence could mean anything in this world, wouldn't I only want you? You made me. Exactly the kind of person I need to be. Oh, this is sick. I want this to be the GIF on my starting screen. What was this? It looked so familiar, and yet you couldn't remember this at all. I will always be yours. Oh, I was always yours, my love. Every single part of me, I devoted it all. I protected every part of you. I would never let you get hurt. You didn't remember any of this, and yet it was too familiar to have been forgotten. I'm so happy. I became everything you wanted. Every time you accepted me, I could feel my soul fill. And every time you trained me, I couldn't have been happier. I was nothing before, but now I'm everything to you. Oh, this is good. This is good. This one's good too. Hold on, I'm going to screen grab this one too. Command Shift 4 is what it is. This is good. I like this one. But my fingernails, I couldn't click and drag. Okay, that one. Oh. I like how his eyes are changing. And you see a little heart every once in a while. Isn't this what you wanted? This is the Milo you've always wanted. You push Milo onto the floor, pinning him down. Those invisible threats holding back. Felt like it was torn from your skin, but I think they meant... I don't know what they meant right here, but you didn't care. The perfect love was right in front of you. And you couldn't let someone like this go.
Oh, his face. It looks so good. This is so good. His face spazzed out in emotions as he tried to comprehend what was going on. Do you want me that badly? Do you care about me as much as I care about you? Because I'm really so happy you came back to me over and over again to morph me into something that you wish. His appearance changed suddenly. He reminded you of a cat, sly and cunning. Anything that would make you happy, even if the little part of me that was left was utterly crushed under your foot. But it was still not enough, was it? No matter what, another appearance change. Now, like a dog, loyal and ruthless. I want you to tear me apart over and over again. Reshape me into exactly what you want. I want to be everything you want me to be. So please, just do this for me. I want you to destroy everything so that we can finally be together. I'm getting lightheaded. I'm breathing too exasperately. Oh man, this game took a turn. This game got a lot better than I thought it would. I lost my cap. Oh well, this game got a lot better than I thought it was when it started. Destroy everything. This entire world crushed into nothingness. Just for the two of us. Milo smiles gently. I just want this to last thing for us. I'm not normally this selfish, but if you care about me even a little, please destroy everything so we can be together, forever stuck in a loop, so that nobody else can see our perfect love. Trapped together, everything saved, destroyed. Please. He was broken beyond repair. He only had you left. How wonderful. This was exactly what you wanted, right? A corrosive and suffocating love. But then again, maybe it still wasn't enough. How could this not be enough? You have a... How are you giving me choices? What does it say? There's once one choice in this perfect... They even made a spelling mistake in the guide. That's hilarious. In this perfect ending. However, once this ending finishes, all endings, saves, and other values will be deleted. To get the other choice, you'll have to redo the endings. I may change this in the future, in a future update, so that it's easier to get both endings before everything is deleted. If you want to keep your data, I recommend making a copy of it somewhere so you can paste it back in. Be warned that Milo might not like this in future updates. Okay, so we're going to copy, and we're going to paste. Let me drag that off screen. Sorry, my computer's slow. It's old, okay? All right, we made a copy. And so now we're going to choose... Let's choose take everything. You should be happy, shouldn't you? The perfect love you always wanted, right in front of you, completely and totally for the taking. It's everything you ever wanted, right? Right? And yet it greatly irritates you. Why is her interesting? Why is this? And what's up with this little pixel right here? What's up with this? Why is that blinking? You didn't have even have the chance to train him, to mold him into exactly what you wanted. Even if he was the result of other versions of you training him, you never had the pleasure to. Yeah, he cheated on me. He cheated on me with other versions of me. This motherfucker. How dare he cheat on me with me? You would never be given the chance to make him as you please. Look at that goofy eye. And that in itself was simply, completely unacceptable. Milo looks flustered, but overjoyed. Oh my, so aggressive. You're mine now, forever and always then, right? Milo, let me ask you, why do you think we met in the first place? He laughed giddily. That's easy. It was destiny, wasn't it? Oh, Milo, you're so naive. Oh, shit. What did I say there? What did I say right there? Oh, I guess it won't tell me. I made all of this happen. From the moment you locked eyes on me, it was all over, Milo. The reason why Ryan tortured you all so much was because of me. What? Milo is always late. Oh. In all 8 endings, Milo is always late. Whether I choose protect me or destroy them, he's always late to come save me from Ryan before Ryan can, trample me. So he never overhears. You could see his pupils trembling as he clutched onto his head. No, that can't be true. My love would never do that. Oh, Milo, that's exactly what I would do. His tears are gray. He couldn't stop it now, the tears streaming down his face. Oh, he's cracking. It's a shame you're such a liar, declaring me as your perfect love, as if you could ever have been. Why would you do that? Why would you torture me like that? His body, his face, it's all breaking apart. His will, his love, his agony, all spilling out. Ryan was... He almost made me want to end it all. And then you... No, I can't believe any of this. It was disgusting. It was unsettling. It was wonderful. That's pretty deep, dude. That's pretty deep. Why would you do this? My love, my everything, why? The answer is simple, of course, and it's something you should already know. I'll do anything to get my perfect love. And that's why you'll let me end it all. Let's start from the beginning then, my love. He was struggling not to break under your words, your grip, trying to keep himself whole, to be all just one for you. With all that reddish ooze coming out of him, he was trying to keep it all together, but you wouldn't let him. Just break from me, Milo. Don't you think it's easier? Don't you think it's the least you can do for someone as useless as you? It was hard to hear him as he jumbled his words. No, I don't want it. I'm your perfect love. Everything I do, it's for you. Oh, I know, dear Milo. That's why he'll break from me. You couldn't even see his mouth anymore. It was like watching a statue crumble before your eyes. His voice became smaller and smaller. No, please. Harris, I don't want to. Please don't make me go back to that life. I just want to be with you. I can't read it. Just you. Why? Please? Bye, Milo. Oh, bye-bye, Milo. What is it? Bye, Felicia. I'll see you again soon. Because we're gonna restart. And it closed the game. Oh, it closed the fucking game. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. We're opening up the game now. Hold on. Let me make sure it opens. Let me delete the other one. Let me delete the other one, just in case. Okay. It's gone, which means that we are now... Let's make sure that all the endings are there. What? Oh, no. No, it's all still there. Okay, it's all still there. Okay. I can see them all. All right, good. Yep, Eris is good. All right. Now we just need to put in my love, and then we're gonna click through, okay? Yep, lover is fine. I like lover in real life. L-O-V-E. Enter. Okay, all right. We're here. Skip. I've never told anyone. Okay, all right. I'm really glad that I copy and pasted. I'm glad that the guide told me that because I wanted to see both endings. I can't skip, but I can spam click. I sure can spam click. The song's good too. Music design is really good. Give me my choice. Give me my choice. Where is my option? Just one more push. Oh. Oh, okay. I think I accidentally just clicked it, so everything's okay. It was everything you had ever wanted. You didn't have to go through the hassle of training a new pet. Who are you to deny such a perfect specimen? And if you didn't like the way the other version of you made him, you can just remake him as you please. Yeah, because he's all versions at once. Oh, Milo, you're cute. How could I say no to a face like that? Though, I am curious. I don't like what she's doing right here. She's like... You caressed his face slowly, looking deep into his eyes. Just what did the other versions of me do to you? I want to know if they really are anything like me. I think I like this. I think that purple would have been very fitting too. I like this. I like that it's like this is the batting cage one and this is the party one, right? Manipulator versus aggressor. However, and like it's different. You can see they're a little bit different. But purple. Just combining them, that would have been so interesting. Watch that happen. I hope it does. Milo seems to go quiet. Did you kill for them, Milo? Did you break their limbs? His figure spasms, the cruel and delinquent-looking Milo. Did we brand our love together? Did you crawl within my walls to win my affection? His figure spasms once more, the more sly-looking Milo. There was something quite thrilling about knowing that you had succeeded over and over again. How wonderful. It really did seem like we shaped you the way that we wanted. Exactly as we had planned from the start. Oh. He's sketchy. Milo's form wavers at your comment. From the start? my love? What do you mean? You stare at him for a while, dumbfounded, and then you smile. All around him, you surround him, reaching out to him, clawing your way towards him. Another of you grabs him before he can even move, a sharp smile holding him as he struggles. No matter what, he could never escape from you. The real you, the yous from all the times that you had broken him, smiling, taunting him, laughing. You really don't know me at all, do you, Milo? Despite all these memories, all these lives, you still can't fathom who I really am. It's disappointing. Oh, Milo. Well, that's okay, my love. I'm a kind person. I won't leave your side. We'll do this again and again. I'll get Ryan to bully you, so you'll meet me. We'll train so that you can be your perfect self. And if that's not enough, we'll do it all over again. We'll simply break you over and over again until you understand who we really are. Milo's figure was panicking now, trying desperately to escape the yous that bound him, the sweat dripping down his face. Don't worry, we'll make your dream come true. Let's just be trapped here together forever. What are you doing? I just wanted to make you happy. I gave you everything. So why is it that you... Please, please. He was begging silently, but the hands were grabbing at him more and more, drowning him. He stroked his hair gently before grabbing his face. Oh, I like that. Don't worry, Milo. You'll be glad to see me soon. No. Ooh. The cracks are new, different color. You could see the cracks in his face as you crushed his head. Shh, don't say anything, Milo. Oh my god. We're gonna fucking him. He's trying to keep his form together, but it was futile. You smiled. Good night, my love. I'll see you soon. Okay. Well, that was that was Perfect Love. Let me read it one more time. What they won, what they entered. They entered So there were no credits in this game. There might have been on the main screen, but I'm just going to read them. The text box button UI and text box was from Kotonime, I think is how you say their name. The music, which was really good, was by Dova Syndrome, Makoto Hiramatsu, Luna Lucid, and Pixabay. The sound effects were Pixabay Freesound, FilmCow, Atelier, is that how you say it? Atelier, Magikai, and Free Sounds Library. The UI sound effects was Nathan Gibson, and the background images were Pixabay, Unsplash, and Pexels. Where does it say what they competed in? It's at the beginning. Sorry. Can't find it. Anyway, so this game was for a game jam, for a Yandere visual novel game jam from 2023. And I don't know if it won, but I do think that it was really good. I love when games lean into their art style, lean into their, this one had a very sketchy, very the more weird and unhinged it got, the more sketchy it got. I really liked the secret ending. I'm glad that I did that and I didn't just say, all right, that's it. I got this. I got the wall ending. I do think 8 endings is too much, especially since a lot of it is the same. Like, if I did the party, then the opening of the game, the party segment is all the same, and then and then you have two branches off of that which are the same, and then two branches off of that which are the same in either drugging or stalking, and then you have 2 branches off of that, leading you to four endings for party and 4 endings for the baseball, the batting cages. But it's like, that's a lot, man. I think that for a game this short to not reuse content so much, I think that maybe 4 endings would have been good, and then a true ending. I've never played a game where you have to unlock all endings, get to the true ending. Every game that I've ever played, you could have the true ending usually after 1 playthrough. Like the game that I played last time was Missed Calls. To get the true ending, you had to do the bad ending, and then you unlock the true ending. By seeing what happens, by ignoring your roommate, you can then go back and you could save your roommate, right? If you haven't seen that game, it was really good, really short. It was about an hour. Missed Messages, I think it was called. But the true ending was worth it. I don't know how I feel about either of the true endings, seeing that there are 2, both of them being canonical. Either way, Milo loses. Milo was a victim the entire time. He was just a victim. He was scouted by Eris, and Ryan was forced to bully him so that he would be weakened, so that his persona would be weakened, so that Eris could then imprint whatever persona she wanted on top of him. And then even in the end, she's mad that it's not her who did it. It's not that specific Eris who did it. So she either kills him, erases his persona, all of the mixed personas. She either rejects him and erases his persona, or gives in to him, and instead of it being all of the Milos, and this one Eris being too powerful for him, it's one of the Milos. He gets snapped back to one version, and then all of the Erises, because she can immediately think up all of the different scenarios that she put him through, crush him, and he's crushed. All Milos are not enough for Eris, and all Erises are too much for even conjoined Milo, which is just kind of sad, you know? And if you're watching this game and you see things, this is like obviously a video game, and a kind of more streamlined, fast-paced. They jump to it, they get to the point, they don't slow burn. It really jumps to the infatuation and craziness very quickly. But if you noticed any of these things felt like a cartoonish or like reducto ad absurdum, reduced to absurdity version of something your partner does, that's a sign, dog. That is a flag. That's called a red flag. And, you know, you'll have to take off the rose-tinted glasses and notice that what looked like flags with rose-tinted glasses were actually red flags all along. You know, that classic saying. But this game was really good. A little bit of an existential crisis in the middle there, where like that weird kind of horror where it like draws you in, and I thought I could save him. I thought I could save him. And it was kind of crushing that I just couldn't. No matter what I did, I just couldn't save him. That's kind of sad, you know what I mean? But I guess that's the point of the game, huh?